A massive herd of wildebeests can pose a serious threat even to pack-hunting predators like lions or hyenas. But even they try to spook the herbivores, inducing panic, making them run, and then pouncing on one animal. But the leopard operates by its own rules. The brave predator leaped from the height of the second floor right into the center of the wildebeest herd. The hoofed animals were clueless, and this predator's appearance became a true embodiment of their nightmares. But even in a panic, they could have trampled the leopard. The confident and incredibly agile predator took a great risk here. Surprisingly, its tactics proved successful. With one powerful strike, the leopard brought down its prey. Usually, an adult wildebeest is challenging catch for a leopard due to the size difference, as their hooves are 2.5 times more massive. But thanks to the help of gravity, the leopard not only invested its entire weight into the attack, but also gained acceleration from the fall. With its sudden appearance, this predator forced the other herbivores to scatter in different directions, as if ripples spread from a thrown stone. The power of the crushing blow was so impressive that the fallen antelope didn't even resist. It seems its spine was simply broken. A remarkable feat was performed, concluding with the triumph of the panther. The muscular leopard prowled in search of food. Confident, yet far from relaxed, it remained prepared for any danger. A lioness noticed the spotted panther and decided to attack the contender. Positioned directly in front of the leopard, she slowly approached to launch herself at the spotted panther at the decisive moment and strangle it. The lioness had a significant advantage in mass and strength. She was about 1.5 times larger than the leopard, so she had no fear of a fight. But the crucial thing here was the insurance she had, which you will see shortly. The leopard notices the lioness. Sneaking up on this ambush master? That was a foolish idea, especially from the front. The positioning of eyes in front of the skull gives predators binocular vision. Thanks to this, they can see details well, react to movement, estimate distance and depth. However, the leopard does something nobody expects. Even though it clearly sees a dangerous enemy, instead of fleeing, the predator continues to approach the lioness head-on. Why? Does it really want to fight a stronger opponent? No. The cunning leopard wants to teach the opponent a lesson differently. At the crucial moment, the leopard takes off running. It optimally chooses a risky trajectory, not allowing the lioness to close the distance quickly, but not getting too far away either. The leopard wants to show the opponent who is the most agile and fast here. So it races past her, tearing through the distance. Did the leopard manage to outwit such a formidable foe? It's not that simple. It was a trap. The lioness lured the proud leopard right into the clutches of a mighty male lion. The lion wouldn't have been able to get so close to the leopard due to its impressive size and mane. It is almost 3 times larger than the foe. But now, the male is ready to pounce and break the opponent's neck. The lions didn't know who they were dealing with. Just as they had a backup plan, the leopard had escape routes too. He spotted a tall and thin tree in advance, so at the last moment, he literally flew onto its top right in front of the bewildered lion. Larger panthers can climb trees too, but this trunk is too thin for them. The leopard feels safe, having outsmarted the cunning lions, escaped from larger enemies who outnumbered it, and made them expend their energy on a futile chase. He also made his enemies waste their energy on a chase that meant nothing. One distinctive quality of leopards is their incredible agility to intensely focus on prey. The panther's remarkable concentration lets it react instantly to changes in the environment. Moreover, the leopard, with its focus, can adjust its movements with jeweler's precision to match the prey, like herbivores. When the target makes the slightest head movement, the panther freezes to avoid suspicion. As soon as the potential prey turns its back, the leopard moves forward, doing so cautiously and silently. However, there's one caveat. When the predator concentrates so much on the prey, it almost disconnects from any irritants around, not seeing or hearing what's happening nearby. The second leopard decided to take advantage of this and prank its mate. It sneakily approached, occasionally observing the mate's reactions. The leopard focused on the victim, completely failed to notice the other predator's approach. The second leopard doesn't seem particularly aggressive. It observes the hunter with curiosity rather than sneaking to engage in a confrontation. But when the spotted stalker got too close, the first leopard noticed him. Can you imagine his shock here? The pursuing leopard didn't know who he was dealing with. The predator, whose hunt had just been ruined, wasn't thrilled about being spied on by a fellow. An impressive but brief battle ensues. The leopards clash in the air, striking each other with their paws and landing on the ground, quickly disappearing into the thickets. Pay attention to the leopard's precise movements. It's as if it's playing with the potential prey. The moment the boar twitches slightly, the leopard springs into action. The panther waits for the perfect moment to attack. It approaches the target so slowly and smoothly that it's almost imperceptible. But if the boar exposes the predator and charges forward, the leopard is ready to immediately chase after it to catch the opponent. Meanwhile, as this hasn't happened yet, the leopard continues its play. It leans over the boar. It seems like the warthog should already feel the panther's breath on its neck. Surprisingly enough, the herbivore still seems unsure that it's being watched, although it clearly senses it. The situation is incredibly tense, but at the decisive moment, the leopard makes a powerful leap down and pounces on the boar just as it tries to escape. The battling adversaries roll down the slope, raising clouds of dust, and their roars echo across the savannah. It turns out, besides the largest boar, there was another, likely a female. She escaped, but in the depths of the dust cloud, the fight continues. The warthog tries to rip apart the enemy's skin with its curved tusks. The boar has a powerful neck, tough skin, and in terms of aggression, a cornered beast can outmatch anyone. However, in response, the leopard reacts with precise and calculated movements. It doesn't rush, and when the dust settles, it becomes clear who won. The leopard has crushed the opponent, immobilized it in front of the onlookers, and grabbed its throat in a way that renders the warthog's weaponry useless. For a while, it strangles the prey, but then it surrenders, and the predator just breaks its trachea. The leopard is victorious. If you think this spotted predator is incapable of success in the chase, then you're mistaken. It turns out it can not only camouflage for a strike at super close range, but also swiftly run after prey, like a clawed lightning. However, in terms of endurance, felines always yield to canines. They can deliver an impressive result in terms of speed and striking power, but it happens quickly, in a sort of here and now fashion. The leopard is aware of this characteristic trait, so when the boar starts fleeing, the panther immediately accelerates and puts maximum effort into a short pursuit. Everything is decided in seconds. If the warthog manages to break free for these few dozen of 100 yards, several dozen or 100 meters, the leopard will abandon the chase as it will tire out too much. However, underestimating the speed of the panther and its determination would be a mistake. The leopard raced after the opponent with astonishing speed, and even the camera couldn't capture the moment of the strike. But we see the outcome. The leopard knocked the enemy off its feet and seized it by the throat. Usually, a cat continues to strangle the prey, caught for some time, but this time the panther was fortunate. The bite was precise, and the fangs ruptured major blood vessels. Now, the boar certainly won't escape. The leopard has a well-deserved reputation as the master of camouflage. Shots of how it sneaks up on its prey within the distance of a jump and sometimes ends up right next to an unsuspecting herbivore are impressive. But even the camera couldn't capture the predator's feet this time. Somehow, it infiltrated the very center of the herd of wildebeests. Not a single hoofed creature noticed it and sounded the alarm to the others, even by breaking into the run. So why such complexity? For a worthy goal. The leopard pounced on a young wildebeest right in the middle of the herd. Several dozen hoofed animals instantly bolted. For them, the leopard's appearance looks like teleportation. They are shocked and didn't expect the predator to just appear amongst them and target one of the possible preys. Probably, the young herbivore assumed that when surrounded by larger kin, there's nothing to fear. And this was a mistake. The leopard has enough courage to attack the target even when huge and frightened wildebeests rush by. The panther doesn't attempt to overpower the opponent. It doesn't strike or waste energy unnecessarily. It calmly stands and simply strangles the wildebeest, which is unable to break free, even though it has all 4 hooves on the ground. In these circumstances, it's the ideal tactic because panicking wildebeests could knock down or trample the leopard if maneuvered or engaged in a struggle. Instead, the clever predator gradually strangles the prey right in front of its kin. Despite its young age, the wildebeest's mass is approximately the same as that of the predator, but the leopard's grip is way too strong. Gradually, the wildebeest tires, and with each passing second, it becomes harder to resist since breathing is almost impossible and energy is dwindling. Finally, the leopard topples the opponent to the ground, expending much less effort than if it were to have engaged in a prolonged duel. Perhaps the wildebeest still hopes to deceive the enemy and pretend to be defeated, but you can't really fool the leopard so easily. It firmly reinforces its grip until it realizes that the prey is truly defeated. And not a single adult hoofed creature dared to attack the leopard and try to rescue its kin. Which of today's scenarios in which a leopard demonstrated its amazing capabilities surprised you the most? Let us know your impressions in the comments below this video, and don't forget to subscribe to this channel. That way we'll be able to see each other much more often.